So just a short little update about that whole incident with the wrong way driver. As it stands right now, I don't know if the officer gave the lady a ticket. I signed a ticket. I went down and actually signed a ticket. I called the Monument Police Department, got a hold of, I guess, the community resource officer, talked to him, kind of went through my options, which I already knew. He said he had watched the video, but he couldn't see the lady, so he couldn't do anything because he did not see who the driver was. So if you catch somebody on video and you actually have their face, like if I were somehow taking my dash cam off and pointed it out my window and got her perfectly clear of who was driving, the officer, I guess, on his own could go issue that person a ticket and sign off because he knows who that is. And then I guess I would still possibly could be a witness in it because I actually physically witnessed it. But if I got the offense plus the driver committing the offense, he could issue the ticket. That's what it seemed like he led me to believe because he could not see the individual driving. He didn't know if it was a male, female, what they looked like or anything. He could not just go issue a ticket. So he did think, I guess, wanted to continue on and actually be the one that would issue the ticket. So what happens is he writes everything up as a ticket and basically at a kind of like a citizen arrest type thing, I'm signing that, hey, I'm the one giving you the ticket through the officer. The officer is serving the ticket on my behalf. So I went and signed that ticket. Around the same time, that same day, KRDO, Channel 11 News here in Colorado Springs, contacted me because I had sent that video out to a bunch of news sources, tagged a bunch of news sources, tagged Monument PD. I don't think they have a social media person at the Monument Police Department. Unfortunately, they probably should. Hint, hint. The news contacted me. I went ahead and did the little news thing and talked about the wrong way driver, but they also used my clip of people running the stop sign, which, I'm not going to try to catch every driver's face. They're all parents there. They all know that they run it. It's just pretty sad. It's me, 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 me. And they're not even thinking about other people's kids, even though they're running the stop signs. What are you doing, people? So if you're one of those people and you see this video, what are you doing? Come up to me if you want. We can talk about it. Or how about you just not run the stop sign? As far as I know, the one-way driver could be handled, might not be handled. I don't know. He goes, if it's not the person and they don't say who it is, he'll just rip the ticket up. But he said he'd get back to me, and I haven't heard anything back. Or assumed he was like, yes, I actually was able to serve the ticket. So I don't know. I don't know where that stands. He did give me a business card, so I'm going to go ahead and email him and just say, hey, were you able to serve that ticket, just so this isn't lingering out there with me wondering in 8 months I get summoned to court. I don't always answer my phone. I don't always check my voicemail. I would just like to know if I'm going to be contacted 6 months, 8 months down the road by the DA, by the court saying, hey, you need to come in for this to be a witness, otherwise they get off. And I'm more than happy to going. That's why I was willing to sign. And he made sure I want to do that because a lot of people don't want to do that. And that's understandable. You got to miss work. You got to go downtown. You got to pay to park or find a parking spot and walk like 5 blocks. It's not fun at all going downtown, but that was a serious enough infraction. I'm willing to do it. The stop sign runners, they tend to do it before the kids actually get out. So it's not as big of a deal. But they do it during drop-off too, and you're trying to get across. And they're a little bit more patient, but they'll come into the intersection close to you and wait. And that's where I'm at today. Kind of funny. I'm dropping my daughter off. I drop her off. I'm walking back to the truck. I'm crossing the street. I got to cross the little street there for the direction I park. And here comes this SUV coming down the hill to the stop sign. And you've seen it in my stop sign videos. It's that hill. And they're coming down, and I'm crossing across the street because I park on the other side when I drop off. And I literally just stop in the intersection, and he kind of looks at me, but he continues through the stop sign right up to me, although he wouldn't have hit me if he continued left. And he stopped, and I pointed to the sign, and he actually acknowledged, and he looked sorry. And then I pointed to it again, and he nodded twice, acknowledging, and he looked sorry. I was like, okay. Now I get in the truck, and he's waiting at the cross guards. I pull, I end up behind him. He actually exits his vehicle, comes to my vehicle, and I'm like, oh, great. He basically apologized for running the stop sign. And then he went on about his 93-year-old mother, and he was late for whatever, blah, blah, blah. I kind of tuned it out after the 93-year-old because it doesn't matter. All I said to him was, hey, it's just a pet peeve of mine that you're in a school area, crossing guards, we're letting kids out, and the stop sign's there. And he goes, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. And so we shook hands, and he got back in his vehicle. Crossing guards let us go, and we went. I'm not really that mad at him because he actually acknowledged his mistake. Unlike a lot of people, maybe he saw the news clip and realized, like, is that the guy? And so he knew what he did was wrong, and he acknowledged it. That's good. The outcome for him stopping at the stop sign wouldn't have mattered. He didn't save any time because there's crossing guards. We got to wait until they deal with the buses, the walkers, and either they let you go or you get to go because no one's crossing. Because there's no pedestrians, they kind of step to the side, and as traffic's going, most of them are turning in school. Find one that has a right blinker on. That's another pet peeve of mine. Turn your right blinker on if you're turning right. It helps us get out of those neighborhoods. Because then we can say, okay, I can start to go because that car has a blinker, so they have to slow down to make their right turn. So, yeah, people do the most inconsiderate things. But anyways, he didn't gain any time by running that stop sign. So if he didn't run the stop sign and just stopped, he would have been at the same situation he was in front of me, and he was the first at the cross guard, and then myself. Not a big deal. Just stop you didn't save any time by running it. Just stop. So cool that he acknowledged it. My hat's off to him for that. Thank you, sir, for stopping. And if he saw that news video, hey, that maybe that helped by people saying, yeah, you know what? Yeah, he still ran it, but it was in the back of his mind maybe. That's all I was trying for. And I don't know, I'm not outing all those people. I could easily out them. Because they run it, they park, they get out of their vehicle. I could easily be with the camera like, hey, why'd you run that stop sign? Got you on video. Why'd you run that stop sign? I got you on video. I could do that to every one of them and have their mug on YouTube. I'm not doing that. I'm not outing them. Because they'll probably, hopefully saw the KRD News program or the article, and they're like, hey, that stop sign's somebody, that guy with the truck has a dash cam and he's hitting that record button. I'm not sharing every time they run it because it's so repetitive. But anyways, guys, that's the update with that situation. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, check out my other videos, and also visit my Amazon affiliate link. It helps out the channel, and just do your normal shopping. You don't have to buy anything I necessarily point to. Just go there, and if you're doing your normal shopping, I get a piece of the pie, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's actually a win-win for everybody. So thanks very much. Have a good day. Bye.